You know what it is, definition of a rap flow. That rugged man flow, I'll fuck your head up. Huh?
Abbey Square Mall. My house is the Abbey Square Mall. My house is the Abbey Square Mall. My house is the chicka. Yo, let's begin it like this. The definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this. Now what's that? What's first? A bust back, must trust, bust gas, must bust. A small time crook, I'm stealing your hubcaps. Ain't nothing for discussion, I'm crushing your dust and you're done. And when I'm busting the rough raps, the Bismarck. What is it, a blizzard? Is it a limit? Any crime you could name I committed, I admitted I did it. Lottery, gotta be in it to win it. I'm just a white boy born in what blacks invented, but I'm the baddest, undefeated, beat it, believe it, leaving you leaking, losing blood like an anemic. I'm rather conceited, rappers are comedic, heated, leaving you paraplegic. I'm undeniable, diabolical, biological warfare. Rugged, that raggedy bastard, his breath stank like he gargling with battery acid. Who would've figured me to be deadly? They never be ready to bury me, better be ready, nobody better than me.
I'm feeling so groovy now. Rugged man's flow will fuck your whole head. I'm feeling so
Let's begin
groovy
it
now.
like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this.
I'm feeling so groovy now. Rugged man's flow will fuck your whole head. I'm feeling so
Let's begin it like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this. Rugged man flow is uglier than blind dates. My mental is heavy like Heavy D and Chubb Rock combined weights. I love myself, I'm so vain. I'm not just the king of New York, I'm the king of the whole game. Putting rappers in hibernation, they're hiding away to retirement, they're racing. It's funny like a pie in the face of devastating. Made a mistake and you waiting, debating, facing your fate and creating, hating, raping, imitating, degrading, breaking your place and taking your safe and taking your paper, paying for faking. This is history in the making, but wait, spit at the cops, I'm resisting arrest. They wanna see me fry like a chicken wing in the press. The truth is behind closed doors, I'm a bit of a sissy, singing love ballads to bitches like Lionel Richie. No joking, bragging and boasting, hoping to get close and approaching, poking, perping, imposing, potent poison, the potion, cooking the coke and cutting your throat, and opponent opposing, leaving you floating the ocean. You was a Leah rocking the boat and leaving you broken, get smoky the second that emotion explosion of flowing, overdosing the chosen
I'm
is
feeling so groovy now. Rugged man's flow will fuck your whole head. I'm feeling so
Let's begin
groovy
it
now.
like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like
I'm
this.
feeling so groovy now. Rugged man's flow will fuck your whole head. I'm feeling so
Let's begin it
groovy now.
like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this. Yo, rat-a-tat, sporadic attack, panic, laying you down like crapmatic. You dissing, missing your fingertips, you crack addict. I had it, I'm back at it, the mathematic, bringing the black magic. I pack, hold up, let's slow it down with these raps. Let me catch my breath, let my brain relax. I'm so fly, I'm basically levitating. I'm in the Guinness Book, record breaking. Hit you with a chair like the World Wrestling Federation. I got a bad reputation, doc wanna put me on a better medication. Cops hate me, harass me, interrogation. I'm dumb in the head like an education. That's enough, wait a minute, I'm finished, I'm done with it. Yo, Swan, sing it.
I'm feeling so groovy now. Rugged man's flow will fuck your whole head. I'm feeling so
Let's begin
groovy
it
now.
like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like
I'm
this.
feeling so groovy now. Rugged man's flow will fuck your whole head. I'm feeling so
Let's begin
groovy
it
now.
like this, the definition of a rap flow, I'ma reinvent it like this.
Abbey Square Mall. My house is the Abbey Square Mall. My house is the Abbey Square Mall. My house is the Abbey Square Mall.
My house is the Albert Square Mall. My house is the Albert Square Mall. My house is the Albert Square Mall. My house is the Albert Square Mall. My house is the Albert Square Mall. My house is the Albert Square Mall. My house is the Albert Square Mall.
Let's all go shopping. Go shopping. Go shopping. I think go shopping. Let's all go shopping.
They want me to freestyle, but my style ain't
Word. What the fuck did I just do? Freelojo, where'd you go?
What did I do?
Oh, I know what I did. We gotta free Lojo. We gotta free him. Free Lojo. Hold on. Remember when last time I had to, wait a minute. I had to put you, what? No. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh. I see, said the blind man.
The deaf mute.
There you are, you little son of a gun. I got you. Got you. You're kind of.
Oh, okay.
There you are.
Hello.
Yeah, you're a little low, huh? I think that's where I've always had you. You're in a different position now, I think.
That is true. That is true. Give me just a moment. Don't even worry about moving your stuff.
Yeah, Freelojo reorganized his situation there. That works. Anyway, welcome to the FPV Underground show where we just sit around and break shit and fix it again and break it
Right.
and fix it again. So,
We're trying to figure out why it's working in the first place.
right. Sometimes I just wonder how it's working. I'm like, how is this thing still flying? But
When it works, I'm happy. I don't care how it's working as long as it.
yeah, that's about it. Technique and Space Gadget. What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up?
All right, everybody.
So we're just gonna kick around a little bit. First I wanted to try to figure something out. So I've been busy as fuck, and I catch the streams while I'm at work, and I listen to them. Like the Mads Tech and stuff like that, and even my buddy over there, Stu, and so I caught a little bit of. I guess there's some drama out there with Cadix, and like an NDA.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah,
And
them trying to pull the funny NDA stuff.
yeah, so but I'm going to tell you what I found very interesting and from what I was listening to, and then I caught the tail end of Mads Tech's stream. So basically, they have their NDA to where they could sue you if you say anything negative, right? I guess. And
Yeah.
it got real stupid, right?
That's kind
Well, then all of a
BS.
sudden, at the end of Matt's Tech stream, he goes on this long rant about how he's not going to be the bad guy anymore. He's not going to talk shit on companies. It's kind of a, it's kind of a weird thing to. It's kind of a weird coincidence there that he's all of a sudden not going to say anything bad anymore after. I'm just saying, maybe I maybe I read that wrong. Maybe I'm just reading that whole situation the wrong way. Maybe I need a little more context.
of.
But I don't know. That's what it kind of sounded like to me. Like like I said, I could be wrong. But anyway, yeah. So I'm definitely out of the loop, I guess. I've been flying. I've just been creeping out doing my own thing here and there. Obviously, you guys seen a couple videos I put out, just fucking off, nothing serious or anything, obviously. But I was been checking out these pickle props. I like a lot. I decimated another quad. It's hanging on a wall back there. Apex. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Actually, it's actually.
Oh yeah, that armor's a little closer than the front.
It's
the
a
front
little
one should be,
worse
huh?
than I thought. But initially I thought it was really bad. But so what I did was I sheared off this bolt here that holds that arm, and it knocked it up. Okay. Well, after further examination, this plate here, this is old school Apex with the old school front end, and I like the way it sits with the 04. I actually like it better than I do the Evo. I don't know why, but I do. It just fits better for some reason. But anyway, it has has better protection too. It's like it's in there, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna be forced to put in because I have an extra Evo kit laying around. I'm gonna be forced to do that because I actually have a hairline crack in that plate. I didn't see right away, but it's right around there.
We got Rabble and Bad for Life.
Rabble Rotor Works, man. What the fuck, dude? Fuck have you been, brother? Fuck, I've been asking about you the past few streams, man. I haven't seen you in a while, and there's Bad for Life, my man. My homeboy.
No, but Drone Hanger loves trying to have Alan say Rabble Rotor Works.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's a legend right there.
They do the drunk news, so.
Well, yeah, speaking of news, I think we touched on that. They ended the news. I mean, did we even touch on that yet? Did we even talk about that? The FPV news.
Oh yeah, no, they did that a while ago.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been kind of out of the loop, dude. Like, I just thought they were being lazy because they've been, not lazy, but Barbell's been busy. I'm not saying anybody's late. You know what I mean. But anyway.
Yeah, he did a stream on Sunday, and he said he did it from he was doing it from a hotel room. He
I
said
caught
somewhere in the
yeah,
world.
I caught bits and pieces of that. I was fucking in the middle of a couple meetings that day, but I got to catch a couple bits and pieces of it. I even made a couple comments, I think, or something. Just kind of jumped in real quick, but yeah, hell yeah, Marquise King, what's up? It's been a long time. See you in a while. He says, Rabble always said, I'm always lurking. That's the way I am. I'm always somewhere. I'm always peeking around, lurking too, my friend. So, so yeah, with all that drama that was going on there, you know, I've never obviously been sponsored. Obviously, not that I would even be close to being considered to be sponsored. But anyway, what I've always, you ever notice they always say that same fucking line, you know, where they come out and say that, you know, they weren't paid to make this and that, blah blah. They did give me this product.
Yeah.
Did you know that that's something? The only reason I know this is because I had somebody reach out to me not too long ago, and that's in that they need you to say that, the companies.
Yeah, because
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was mandatory that they have to say that when they do like a review. And yeah, it's like, yeah, I just thought maybe that was, I was like, and what always kind of irked me was they'd be like, and I didn't get paid anything for this review, but I get to keep the fucking $1,500 drone or whatever the fuck they sent them. And I always thought to myself, well, that's kind of payments. Yeah, that's payments.
$300-400.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's still, you know, you're not doing it entirely free. You know what I mean? You're getting a fucking whatever the fuck. Some of these guys get fucking $4,000 printers. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? I did this absolutely for free. No, you didn't. You got a fucking bamboo fucking printer, dude. Like, what the fuck?
You didn't spend the $1,500 or whatever.
Fuck.
Like, I'd love to not have to spend that and get that.
Yeah, that's why Rabble said it. Yeah. That's why that's all he said. Yeah. Anyway, I just think, yeah, I think all that shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just glad to be a little dark corner in the FPV world. Fuck all that dumb shit. That drama shit. Fucking and like he and Mads Tech, he really seemed a little concerned. Like during the end of his stream, he's like, oh, this could end up in the courts. Like, what the fuck did you do? So, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, is he really that terrified that he's gonna end up being sued or something? I don't fucking know. But whatever. So that just screams that he signed something. Apparently, he's scared of something. I don't know. I'm just being, you know, I'm brutally honest, and I just say what's on my mind, so whatever. But, anyway. So, I got this bad lad here. This is my Kiss Ultra Baltara rig. Speaking of that, I want to touch on something. My friend, Alex Fedorov, added something to his store today. It is, hold on one second here. I had it up and ready earlier, but I got stupid for a second and took it off here by accident. Anyway, so a new ESC by Baltara. Now, this is let me get my I gotta buy a Stream Deck. I got 3 monitors now, so now I gotta get a Stream Deck because
especially so it makes it easier to switch screens and everything with OBS and
there it is. All right. So it's a single ESC, 50 amp. You can get one for $21, or you can get right now. I don't know if this is a limited time thing. It's might be, I don't know. Yeah.
Who knows?
But you can get 4 of them for $70. That's not bad.
That's for building like a 13 inch right there.
I mean, you definitely run these on. I mean, 50 amp, dude. Yeah, you can run these. They're 60 amp peak or whatever. Current 60 amp, active 6S capacitor included. Yeah, it's got the hydrophobic coating. It's 13 by 30 in size. It runs all the D shots. Obviously recommended 2400 if you're running KISS or yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's got telemetry, voltage, current sensor, temperature, RPM, MAH used. Plug and play with KISS Ultra, obviously. Then they have their PDB. It's right here. I think this is pretty freaking awesome, considering I have this guy that's been laying around here, hanging around for a while. Well, you guys can't see that, can you? Oh yeah, you can. That's my alien that I've been wanting to build up. But I wanted to do the old school KISS. I wanted to do the old KISS 32s. That's why I haven't bought these yet. But I probably should pull the trigger, and I probably will tonight.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal for 4.
Yeah,
So
no,
4,
that's a real
I
big
think-
deal, considering you know.
You can't even buy a single 4-in-1 really
That's pretty cheap.
for most brands for $70.
That's pretty affordable, man. Now
Yeah.
I don't know with the tariffs. I don't know what's going to apply with that. I don't know how that's going to work. I haven't
Oh yeah,
really
well, they're
talked
also-
to Alex about that or anything. But this is pretty cool. Like like for center lifters and shit, dude. That's pretty fucking cool. I think it's. Can you run this up to 8S? Because you can the 4-in-1. It doesn't have to be 8S, but just curious. Yeah, I just see 6S capacitor included, but
Thank you. That's awesome.
I imagine you could. It's Tuesday, Kevin Smith. How you been, Kevin Smith? Been a long time, buddy. Yeah, I only stream once a month now because I'm on a rotation with my place of employment. So I just tried it once a month here type thing until a little later down the road and get some more free time. But anyway, yep, there you go. Just thought I'd share that with everybody. Anyway, what I was getting at with my build here is, so this is my KISS Ultra Voltara rig, and I was flying it, testing out the pickle props. And I'm hauling ass as low as I can get, because ever since I got this, I've been running this 04 with race mode, dude, I feel like I can get so low. Like, I just feel like you know what I mean? I've never been that confident, like, ever. Like, seriously. And I caught the ground and tumbled. Well, that's all I did. I tumbled across the fucking grass, and it fires up, does everything it's supposed to do, links to the controller, everything's there, but when I go to arm, it doesn't arm. So I figured, well, maybe one of the wires come off. I could see in there, it doesn't look like one of the wires came off. So I'll show you exactly what it's doing, in fact. In the goggles, it's saying no RX. But I got a signal on the radio, and everything else is like telemetry. I got all that stuff. So it just it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I've had some weird shit happen, but this is a little weirder than usual. Usually I can troubleshoot shit pretty quick. But, like, okay, so...
Welcome to Mambo. Okay, well, I can't cure death. Isn't it beautiful?
Alright. We'll go ahead and hook this guy up. See, I got full bars. Oh, shit, you guys. Let me get the screen on here. Let me get it up to this guy here. I got full bars. And I'm going to arm. Now, don't freak out because I idle up. So even if it arms, which it's not going to. See,
You got a different setup.
yeah, when I. See, it won't arm.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So I gotta take it apart, just double check everything. Because this is my daily driver, essentially. I mean, this and this one here, these two, I got pickle props on this one. This is my Kiss Ultra AM32 rig, which flies amazing. I freaking love it. By the way, I want to also say, I didn't mention in the video, that video I made about, AM32 and Kiss. Alex had a lot to do with that in getting that to work right. Alex has a lot to do with all that. So shout out to Alex Fedorov.
Yeah, quality.
And the Kiss team over there, man. Yeah, they got that shit popping, dude. Working out great. But that's what the AM32 stuff. Anyway, so yeah, this is like these two are my dailies. So this guy definitely gotta get back up and running. What's up, Koala? How you doing, my friend? Yeah, Kiss Ultra Robust. That's right, buddy. I just honestly can't really fly anything other than Kiss Ultra. If I do, if I am flying Betaflight gear, I'll throw a Quicksilver on it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the Quicksilver. This is a Quicksilver rig that's completely decimated. I gotta get back up and running. But anyway, so let's turn into this and see what the fuck is going on with it. Because
Yeah, this is where your multimeter comes in handy because you can literally touch both ends of the wire and make sure
yeah, there
all
ain't
the
no like
signal wires go through.
severance.
Yeah, make sure it's not broke in the middle. And
Right.
the case just holding it together.
Right. By the way, I want to tell. I keep forgetting. Well, almost forgot. Rolled out without talking about it. But anyway, so these pickle props are very interesting, and I want to kind of go over these real quick. I have a video coming on them. That other last video I made about it was just a little rip or whatever. Not even a really rip. It was me just being a goof in the field with a drone. But anyway, these have a curved end tip on them. Can you see that?
Yeah.
See that slight curve where I'm moving my finger there? They sound so weird. They sound like they don't sound like your average prop, and I know that's why. And they're a lower pitch, and I think with that hook on the end creates this vacuum in there. It's kind of cool, man. And as far as durability, so far I never have luck with clear props that are real clear like this. They usually just bend so easy. That's why I always fly my PB&Js because they got that milky recipe to them. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess I've heard many pilots say over the years that the props that are use like a milkier type formula are stronger props. I mean, that's what I've always heard, but whatever, I could be wrong. But anyway, these clear ones are have a tendency to be a little more, just give a little easier. These though, when I went straight into that field and into that dirt and rolled, not one of them bent. I was really surprised. Not one. I did not bend any of these back. Yeah, I was really impressed. Not one of them bent.
They got quality to them.
I was surprised, dude.
Durability, I guess, rather.
Yeah, and they're torquey. They're peppy. I'm still gonna fly them another week or so, and then see how I really like them. Because I kind of want another prop to move on to another prop. I've been stuck on PB&Js for 4 or 5 years now. Jesus Christ, dude. I think I've honestly been flying them since I've been in the hobby. I think they come out in 2019 or 2020. No, my first faves were the S5s, Ethics, the smoky black ones. Those were my very first favorite prop. But they had a 5 pitch on them. Like that was crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were like super racing prop, dude. I think I still have a couple packs around here somewhere. They're pretty fucking hardcore.
Well, and the actual diameter makes a difference too for between for pitch like a 5 inch 4.5 or 4
I know what you're saying. 4.9.
a 5 inch 5 inch with a 4.5
Oh, pitch.
pitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, is way it has got a way different sound feel
Right.
than 5.1 with a 4.5.
Right,
They're
right.
not that is it is still not the same pitch because that little bitty extra length there makes a huge difference in how much lift you have because it's the overall volume of air that it can move.
Right. Yeah.
So you got way more thrust. It may rotationally move the same amount in 1 inch, like because that's how it's supposed to be. Is how far it moves through the air in one rotation.
Right.
That's what it's
Right.
supposed to be.
Disloading and all
But
that shit.
yeah,
The fucking these are 5.1 by the way. I don't know if I said that or not. So I think all his props now, all Ethics props are 5.1 nowadays. Like I don't even think he makes a regular 5 or you know what? He was testing out in that one video not too long ago 4.9s. I don't know whatever happened to that. He was talking about
old
Spangy.
school Dell 5045s here, and this is what is that? 5128, and yeah, there's a opposite sides, of course. Let me grab them.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like-
an idiot. I forgot to charge my fucking DeWalt again. I might have enough charge
So, like-
to get fucking.
See if we can get in here. The bottom one is a Dow prop 5045, and the top one is one of the newer Gem fans,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's a 5128.
Wait, what's
So
the
I
one
mean,
on the bottom?
the Dow prop 5045.
What it looks like a deeper.
Right?
The bottom one is a Dow.
Yeah.
That looks like a deeper looks like a deeper pitch than the other.
It's well, I mean, it's supposed to be, but if you look closely, like at the edge. let's see
Oh, I
if we
thought
get
you
a
were
good-
saying the. Never mind. I thought you were saying that the top one had a deeper pitch or what?
No, it's there we go. You can kind of see that the pitches, the angle is almost the same.
Right.
Whereas the top one's a 28 pitch, whereas the bottom's a 45 pitch.
You
But the bottom 5 inch, the top one is a 5.1.
you fly a lot now, don't you?
I used to.
Okay, because I noticed you bring them up a lot. I just thought maybe
That's the
That
first
was
prop I
nice.
started with.
that was my first prop. This Dow prop,
Yeah.
6-inch prop.
Well, you could get what did I get? I got 10 sets for like $15.
Yeah, I know. They were cheap as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Where
And they're
is that?
they're actually they're fairly durable, so it's one of those. But I noticed that Dow props kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
The place I find was on
There
Amazon.
it is.
That's the place I
Yeah.
see them anymore.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. They don't have a website anymore. I mean,
I haven't looked for a website, but I haven't seen them on like Get FPV, Pyrodrone, anything like that.
Right, like they're not like in it like they used to be and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Some people probably like near the hobby probably don't even know who the fuck Dalprop is. That's the
Right.
funny part.
Okay, you can still get some of them from Get FPV and Race Day Quad, but they're the Cyclones and the Foldy props.
Yeah, cool. That's why I just said there's some people out there that don't even know. Like, so, like if you're new to the hobby, I guarantee most of them wouldn't even know what Dalprop was. That's fucking old school, old school. Let me see.
Yeah.
I think I have. Oh, I got right
Uh,
here. I got Biblade
they've
Dalprop.
but it looks like they've all moved to 5.1 as well. So finding just a standard 5-inch prop is difficult. But I've got one rig that likes them that I don't get out very much and fly it because, well, one, it's on Ghost, and I really don't fly Ghost much anymore. And two, I can't get parts for the frame if I break it. I got a few spare parts, and I don't want to break it
No,
because
there's
they
a
don't even
gem.
make the frame anymore.
These are gem fan. I have a set of 6-inch Dalprop Biblades somewhere around here. I don't know what the fuck I did with them. Anyway. Somewhere around here. Oh, wait, is this it? No, that's the other fucking. Anyway. Yeah, I have like some old school 6 inches upstairs, 6 inches for my old fucking Tyro 119.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see here, guys. What did I do to this thing? Please tell me I yanked a wire out of here somehow.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Guess what?
There's only like
Guess
1
what?
Um,
Guess what?
did you find the wire?
Hold on.
Or
Yep. Here it comes. My it's my excuse me. It's the white wire right here.
yeah, which
It's
one?
not the
Signal.
TX. It's the
RX.
receiving wire. Yeah, RX.
Yeah.
So I have to take that heat shrink off and resolder that bad lad. Well, that's good news. I was a little worried there that
Hey, this is easy to fix then.
I didn't do something else. Like, well, see, there were so many things I was thinking in my head. I'm like, well, it can't be like a bad receiver because the receiver's working. I'm like, it can't be, this. I'm sitting there doing a process of elimination in my fucking head. And I'm like, it can't be that, it can't be this. And then I look inside, and I came down that day, and I grabbed these, and I yanked on these from the outside the drone. I just went like this. And I'm like, well, those are all on.
Yeah.
I'm like, so this has got to be a mystery. How in the fuck did it come off the receiver? Like, come on.
You don't have the receiver anchored very well.
I don't. But I never did. I've never fucking gave a fuck about receiver.
I am a stickler for having everything tied down. Nothing can shake around. Nothing.
Yeah, not me.
Just the right length of wires. It's one of those. Just the way I build.
Well, you know what? I can't say that because usually I'll tie it to the capacitor. So that's kind of on me. I'll usually like put a zip tie and just kind of wrap everything real tight. So yeah, actually I do kind of do it, but
It didn't happen on this one.
Voltar, yeah, it's an alright build. I really need to fasten this down. I think I'm going to, because after what happened to the other one, dude. If you guys saw that video, it ejected the air unit, ripped the fucking MIPI cable off. Here, I'll show you.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
And tore the fucking antennas off. So I had to
It,
order a
it just,
camera.
just tore the back end of it off.
Yeah, I had to order a fucking camera. There it is. Yeah, look, there's the antenna. They're still in there. The UFLs. They're still in there connected. Yeah. I'm sure it works. I'm sure it's fine. If it doesn't work, I'll be really, really surprised, and I'll send it back to DJI, and they can send me another one. And I know they will because they did it with my other one. Like, they didn't ask any questions.
Yeah.
So,
It's like, here you go.
yeah, they didn't even. So I know this is definitely metal now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Because I know the bottom
nice.
is here.
DVD case.
The bottom, I think is plastic for sure. It feels like it. But anyway, it needs to be. I don't like how easy it flew out and like everything just cut out or cut off like that. I don't like how I've had vistas eject. I mean, like I've had vistas eject and hang out of my quad and still fly me home. Like
Yeah, I
hanging
remember
out
seeing a
of the
video on
fucking-
that one too.
Yeah, I mean literally. I've had them come apart mid-flight. And then I just pushed them back together and went flying again. Like, vistas are fucking badass, dude. So I don't like the fact that it got ejected like that and then just fucking, yeah, that's. I don't know if I can. Let me see.
Are there screw holes on the bottom of the apex frame there where you could?
Yeah, there's
Not
screw hole.
quite. Oh yeah, there is. Because I noticed that it looks like it's got that heat sink there to actually like make contact to draw the heat away from it, not just from airflow, because it's otherwise it'd all be in one direction.
I was trying these fucking. There's the ones I'm looking for. These ones will work. Yes. So I can go ahead and mount this bitch. I'm just gonna go ahead and mount it. Just take it, flip it
Good.
upside down, and mount it.
It will not run away after that,
No.
unless it takes the whole back of the quad with it. And yeah, that is 04 Koala.
Yeah, hey Koala, I heard you. Yeah, I went. My whole fleet is 04 now. I'm all 04 everything. 04, 04, 04. I got another one upstairs. I might put in my 10-inch. I might. Yeah, everything's 04 now. I got the G3s. I had to do it. Well, race mode is what did it for me. And I did it right. I bought one unit and I bought the goggles. And I gave it a shot. And once I tried race mode, that was it. I was like, holy shit. Like, it's that good.
And Koala, the only thing I know about Dead Cats is they're not much for freestyle. They're definitely more of a cinematic.
Yeah. If
Flowy
you're
around
just,
the trees.
if you're just looking to, I don't like that. I gotta put washers in there. I have some right here, but they're not gonna fit now. Shit. Yeah, Koala Dead Cats. Like if you're like hardcore, like one of hardcore freestylers, and you care a lot about every move, yeah, you're gonna want to stick with like a what a True X or a Squish X. I prefer Squish X because you actually get a when you try to like do certain like just simple things because of they're not being like proportionate or whatever like you know the top are a little sometimes they're a little further out than the rear or whatever. If you try to do certain moves like certain rolls or flips or whatever, it's not the exact same like rotation. Bardwell actually explained it really well one night. Like he actually had the science behind it because I guess years ago they did a video about it, I guess, or some shit. But one of his live streams, he broke it down. But yeah, there's an actual science behind it. That Dead Cat ain't the best for freestyle. You can freestyle it somewhat, whatever, but like it's not like ideal.
I tried. Don't.
Yeah, it's just not ideal.
That's why I had them dead cat arms for the
Oh yeah,
glide hammer.
yeah, that you sent me or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Those things, I think, chipped up a little bit on the ends.
Yeah. I need one more screw.
Tried them out.
Like,
When I first got into it, it was fun just trying everything.
yeah. I see a lot of people going dead cat, and I don't think they don't. I know they don't realize, and they're just
Now,
like whatever, you know what I mean. And that's fine if you're just getting in a hobby. It doesn't really fucking matter. But if
no, I mean, you play around, you learn, and every little thing you do, you learn something new. So that's more of the goal is to learning whatever you can when you're playing around with this stuff,
right, yeah.
especially when you first get into the hobby.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, do what you want. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, it's hobbies fucking, that's what it's about, man. Check shit out for yourself. Don't take out, like, you know what I mean, everybody's advice or whatever.
So
I'm just telling you what
mid-range
I've
fight.
heard, you know what I mean? And, yeah, but I'm like a real weirdo when it comes to like my quad being like fucking
Well, when you find something that you really
symmetrical
like how it handles everything,
what's
it makes
that?
a difference. I said, when you find one that you like how it feels, it makes a huge difference.
Well, yeah.
One thing I found is that I like how Squish Dex feels.
Yeah, Squish Dex is my favorite.
The only other one that I do like that, like I said, I don't fly the frame anymore is my Flywoo, and it's actually on a Stretch Dex.
Right. That's actually a perfect
Which-
example of I was flying. Freelojo sent me this guy right here, this glide hammer, and let's drop something.
That's
Anyway,
a True X.
this is a True X here, and I'm flying this thing right, not even thinking about the aspect that it's a True X. I wasn't even thinking about it. And you can ask Freelojo. I kept complaining about it. I'm like, I don't like the way this thing feels when I go to like do certain moves. Like, and it wasn't until it didn't hit me right away. And here it was because it was a fucking True X. It was like certain moves, like when I would tighten up around the building and like certain things. I do things on like repetition. Obviously, if you ever watch it, I'm always at the same fucking field. I kind of do the same like whatever lines here on and on, if you want to call them lines.
Similar lines, similar tricks.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like I know what my quad is supposed to do at a certain time when I do it. And when I was flying that frame, dude, it was not acting the same. And it was the same setup. And when I put that same exact stack into an apex, it was right back home again. It was right where it was supposed to be. So that's proof right there that just like, you know, symmetry, or you know what I mean, that the fucking, that matters. That means, that matters, like, big time.
And that's what's funny though too, is because with that said, I like how for 5-inch, I like how the Squish Dex feels, but Grinderino is a True X,
Right.
but it still feels like a Squish Dex
That's
because it's small.
yeah, well, the Grinderino, yeah, it's a smaller quad.
Yeah.
Fucking Dave,
Yep.
Dave Z, he's a Truex guy, and that dude can rip. But that's what he's used to. Truex.
Right.
That's what he flies. Truex, and he rips it up. I mean, it's not that like somebody's just gonna have, you know, a bad time because they chose something other than something else. It's just
Yeah.
whatever. It's whatever
No,
you
it's
think
just
is
you.
gonna
You gotta
happen.
find what works for you.
Right. Exactly. But I do know, and I will argue this, that this frame, this particular frame, the Apex with the squished X, corners like a fucking Ferrari, dude. They really do. They fucking really do, man. Corners so fucking good. Like I could get my. It's just I don't know. That's fact. I mean, I'll argue that all day, but anyway. So now I gotta tear my freaking heat shrink off. Find some other.
You need a little bitty pair of scissors, like almost a little bitty pair of thread scissors.
Well, I got my little guys over here. I've always used my little surgical guys. I mean, you know what? I'll just tear it back a little bit and then wrap some. Ah, fuck! I might not be able to do that. I'm just gonna cut like a little piece off.
Yeah, little scissors like that.
Yep. Yeah. It's I've been sick for a month. Well, not really a month. What happened was my 3-year-old started daycare, so he brings home like fucking every fucking plague known to man. Because that's what happens when you have children. You know, you just get sick all the fucking time. Now, when you get over 40 and you have children that are that young, you're just sick all the fucking time. Anyway, so I was sick once with the flu. I actually got over that, was okay. But then he formed bronchitis, so I assume I did too,
Oh, no.
because I'm still hacking shit up. And then he got an ear infection. So, yeah, it's just,
man.
so I'm
We're getting
still...
old, okay?
I know, I'm still hacking shit up. He's hacking shit up. I'm like, fuck, dude. So, yeah, I'm still like kind of.
I hate ear infections.
Yeah, I know.
I've had way too many in my life. Way too many.
I had one in my life. Ear infection? I remember that when I was a kid.
Yeah. My most recent one was about 10 years ago now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember having one when I was a kid, and it hurt like, it was just like a boom, boom, whatever. And I remember thinking,
man.
like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I had an inner ear infection. You know what that is?
Oh.
I thought I was dying.
That's actually that's the shit I normally had, because your eardrum starts leaking if it gets bad enough.
Yeah, I had. It didn't even feel like an ear infection. I thought I was like dying, dude. I was dizzy. Couldn't stand right. I was walking crooked.
Oh, yeah.
The stairs were going like this on me and shit. I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah, vertigo and shit.
Yeah, it fucked me up, dude. I was like, what the fuck? And yeah,
Hey, Fire Mike.
Yeah, Fire Mike, what's up, brother? Oh yeah, I saw a comment.
Sure.
You were commenting. You got a 10-inch or something. You were trying to tune. Yeah, man, fucking A. So just real quick, Fire Mike, I'll add something to that. When you're running 10-inch, are you running the Voltara, or what are you running? It's obviously Kiss Ultra, correct? Why is my mic really low? Am I really
Doesn't
low?
sound like
Because don't look at high on the fucking thing. Tell me my sound, or my...
Ultra Stack.
Oh, so Ultra Stag. Okay, so Voltar is what you're saying. Yeah, my 10-inch. I had to work on that tune for a while, dude. Um, but I was also line of sight because my O3 wouldn't work. But anyway, um, the PIDs are real low. You don't need a lot of. You don't need high PIDs, dude. They're actually so low that you would look at them and go, "What?" But it's locked and it feels amazing. But yeah, my P is all the way down like 2 point something. My eye's real low. And my D is actually like around the same because your P to D ratio is a lot different on a 10-inch, a lot different. So your D's like really high and your fucking P is really low. Where the ratio, where it kind of has its harmony, and it doesn't have any clashing
Different
going
harmonics.
on.
Different harmonics.
Yeah,
Bigger motors.
Right.
Frame. Longer arms. It changes the harmonics.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, well, if you watch my video about the 10-inch Ultra Voltara rig, I show a graph, or I show, the noise difference from when I first started tuning it at an idle to what it was later, and it was fucking drastic change. It was like red and green, blue, all over the fucking place, and it was like just nice and quiet, and then it was just fucking locked after that. And you could literally, when you're tuning a 10-inch, you could literally hear it you could fucking feel it from standing by the quad. When you've got that thing hovering in front of you, you can feel it, you can hear it. Whoa, 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 whoa. And as soon as you start adding the filters, I had to put a notch filter between 1 and 200. You could actually go a little lower than 100, but I applied a notch filter between 1 and 200. That way I could kind of go, when I turned off the other filters, turned off all filters, then applied my notch filter. That way I could kind of go do what I needed to do with the PIDs and get everything under control. But that put everything under control. And it's okay to have a static notch filter when you're dealing with props that large. There's nothing wrong with it because you're not looking for you're not looking to be super nimble anyway, but it turned out being nimble. I can actually freestyle my 10-inch like I can my 5-inch. Like if you watch the video, I can do whatever I want. I mean, so can Bad for Life, so whatever formula he's got going on, I'm sure he's somewhere in the ballpark. But I've also, oddly enough, I've also seen other people have completely different tunes that I've had. Like, especially on my 7-inch, I've seen people apply like way different tunes, and it worked for them. I applied the same tune, and it was a mess, dude. It was a flying away and shit. So you just never know, I guess. And not every quad,
especially with a 10-inch.
Yeah, not every quad is created equal. So you have to be very cautious when you're sharing that information with other people. Like I tell everyone, I'm like, just do a hover test, and then drop it. Feel the motors. Do this, do that. Just take it in increments. Don't, you know what I mean?
4 to 4.5P, 5.5X, D. I think it builds closer to 6. Yeah, so heavy stuff is.
Yeah, heavier. Yeah, heavier builds. I mean, like it's also another thing. Like what's going to be the payload or whatever. I'm running 2 6S fucking homemade packs, and I didn't want my tune to drastically change if I wanted to throw a lighter pack on there either. Or something, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I threw 2 1100s on there, and then I could go from 2 1100s, which is like almost nothing compared to what the weight of a fucking 8,000 milliamp or whatever fucking lipo, I didn't want my tune to change drastically. So I spent almost a week making sure that wouldn't change a whole lot between battery swaps or different types of batteries and different payloads. I don't want my quad to all of a sudden fly like shit when I throw on a different battery. So, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
anyway.
no, exactly. You're going to behave the same no matter what.
Right. All right. So I think this thing's going to be fine. So I'm going to fire it up. And,
Should make some noise and
Welcome to Mambo.
arm man.
Okay, well, I can't hear Dad. Isn't it beautiful?
All right. There she goes. She's good. She's all good in the neighborhood. All right. So the other thing I wanted to maybe mess with, if we have time.
Still got an hour.
Yeah, just taking a look at this little guy. Because my son keeps bugging me about it. He says, "Dad, where's my gray drone?" It's his drone. And I'm like,
He
buddy,
likes
it's...
the little fly.
Yeah, he chases this thing all over the place. We have a blast with it. But, so maybe we'll mess with that a little bit. Let me get this thing back together. But I will say, all in all, tuning quads is probably one of my favorite things to do. Like, I actually fucking enjoy it a lot.
Funny, you like to tune them, I like to build them.
Yeah, I do. I love, like, you hand me a quad that flies like shit, I'll rub my hands together. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Let me see what, I'll get this motherfucker flying, dude. Fucking, because always, it drives me nuts anyway. Like, if something's not working when it's supposed to be working, it fucking drives me berserk. So it makes me go into a whole, you know.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's something that it's a problem you want to solve it.
You sound like you're about to.
And I get that.
It sounded like you were about to rap Vanilla Ice. Something about a problem, and I'll solve it. Turn up the beat while my DJ revolves it. Ice, ice.
It's been a while since I heard that.
I know, right? Oh, fuck.
That was it.
I know I got smaller fucking zip ties in this somewhere. I don't need one that fucking big. What'd I do with them? They're in an envelope here somewhere. Somewhere. Maybe in this drawer.
Somewhere over the rainbow?
Somewhere. Yep, over the rainbow. You know I got a fucking whole pack. Damn, I hate when I do that. I thought they were like a manila envelope, and I had them tucked in
That's
something.
the whole reason I'm working on getting my stuff organized.
Yeah, you know, I do that. I'll do that. I'll get everything organized, and it only lasts like a fucking week. Everything's a mess again.
Well, the other thing is too, is I've cut back to only smoking occasionally. So I didn't smoke for 2 weeks, and then I joined on Saturday after I replaced an outlet in my house. After I replaced the outlet.
Yeah.
Because I think whoever installed it had been smoking while installing it.
Oh shit. That's like that meme where the guy's working on like the woman's box. It says, who did your electricity, or when did his house burn down? Oh, it burned down, and wait, how'd you know his house burned down? Like, what the fuck? or it's on meme. It's like or whatever meme video, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
Where the fuck
No,
is that envelope? Fuck.
I'm quite thankful that it didn't burn down,
I found
and it
one.
hasn't burned down, and I got a few more to replace
Oh, you'll be alright. I was
because
just messing with you.
some of them. Oh yeah, no, but the individual that wired it was using the outlet as a pass through to go to another outlet.
That's
You
nice.
don't do that.
Yeah.
It was.
There we go.
Here's exactly why you don't do that.
Yeah, that's attractive. You know,
Yeah, look, they tried.
I have a couple plugs like that right now. See, I have them auto. They're fucking like $80 to $100 a fucking breaker. The auto, what do they call them?
Oh, the GFI.
Yeah, they're the breaker that it's a giant button that punches in. They're the most expensive motherfuckers, and I
Yeah.
don't know why. The guy that owned this house before that, ended up doing that way. But yeah, they're like $100 a breaker, which is like ridiculous, dude. And that's the only one I can buy. Well, anyway, I had one that fried a couple plugs in 2 different rooms, just like that right there.
Ooh.
Just smoked 2 of them.
Ooh.
So I
Okay.
just yanked it. Yeah, I yanked it and fucking I still got to go get it. But we don't even use those 2 rooms, so
This is the hot
been in
side.
no hurry.
It had 2 wires coming in here. This is the neutral. It had 2 wires coming in here, and then just the one little ground down here.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Fuck. Yeah. I hope this.
right.
I should put a little.
That scared me.
Should I try to? Yeah, maybe I'll just put a little piece of tape there. I don't want to plug up anything though. I think I'll be alright.
See, that's where you need the Kapton tape. Just a little bitty piece of Kapton tape on. over
I
top
bought
of the
that
wire.
shit, and it's like, oh yeah, Never mind. I thought you were talking about the other kind of tape, that black clothy type. What's that called?
Oh, I like that stuff.
Gaffer's tape.
Ireland.
I bought 2 rolls of it.
Oh,
I bought 2
Oh.
rolls of it. The 10-inch I used to tape up my fucking motor wire, and it peeled right off, come right off. I cleaned the arms real
Gaffer's
good.
tape will do that.
Gaffer's tape, that's what it is. Yeah, I peeled that off, and I was like, all right, well, I'll use this other roll. Got a different brand. Taped it up, put it on there, and within after a couple flights and fucking around, and right now it's sitting up there and it's peeling off. It's coming off. Why is that tape
So-
like? Am I doing
Gaffer's
something
tape?
wrong?
No, Gaffer's tape is meant to only be temporary.
Oh, well,
It really is because
that's kinda
it's literally meant for taping down wires on floors for concerts and stuff.
Well, I mean, I see people use it on their quads. I always thought it looked cool, and I'm like, well, that's fucking cool. It looks kind of neat on there.
They
but
might be using this stuff here, which is wire loom tape.
no, is that real sticky shit that's sticky on both sides,
Nope,
or is it kind
this
of
is
damp?
cloth, but it. Say what?
It's kind of damp though, ain't it?
Oh.
Like,
No, this is cloth tape. This is a cloth wire loom tape.
well, then I don't know. That Bardwell always called it Gapper's tape, so that's what I bought.
Well, then he's calling it the wrong thing because he doesn't
Okay.
know what he's talking
No,
about.
that's why I was like, because he
Figured.
uses it.
Because this is what I have. I have wire loom tape, and this stuff stays on. Like I have to physically force it to peel off, because I've flown a couple things with it. It's holding my motor wires down on my Grinderino, and I haven't taken those off since I built this thing.
Daniel Udale, setting up my first FPV quad. Do you have any idea why my motors continue to ramp up after short boosts of throttle won't go back to idle? Are you
Are you plugged into the
are
computer?
there props on it? Obviously, if there's no props on it, your motors are going to continue to ramp up because that's what the PID loop does. It's trying to figure out
Yep.
where your props are and where the resistance is, and if there is none, it's just going to continuously feed a loop around in the inside of the PID loop, and it's going to raise the RPM. So that's normal if you have no props on and you're doing this on the bench. Now, if you are doing this, if you have props on and you're arming your quad and you're outside and it starts to ramp up like crazy, you need to add a deadband to your radio. Probably somewhere around 10 to 20.
Possibly, or one of the, what is it? Or the D term I think is too high. No props.
No
Yep,
props.
there we
on.
go. All right.
Yeah, you'll be normal, man. You get props on it, you'll be fine. That's absolutely normal for it to ramp up like that without props. So, get this thing back together, and then, like I said, we'll try. See, I got this. This is the Beck, which is a step up Beck. It's not a step down.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to. It actually, it takes in voltage. You can. It's right now. I think it's at 5 volts. I think it's natively 5, but I can bridge. Yeah, I can bridge. If I bridge some of these somewhere, I don't know which ones. I don't even see a bridgeable. Must be super tiny.
Or they're already bridged.
If they're
Maybe
already
unbridged.
bridged, I'm gonna have 9 volts coming out of this bitch. See, this is in,
Are you running
and this
into-
is out. In and out. Oh,
What are you
there's
running
there's
into?
the bridge. I see it right here. They're right there. I just thought they were resistors from a distance. I see them now. So there's A and B. So if I bridge all these, I'll get 9 volts out of this. Or no, 12. Oh shit. All right. So if I bridge one, leave one open, I get 8 volts. If I bridge the other and don't bridge the other, I get 9 volts. If I bridge them both, I'll get 12 volts. Yeah, because of that guy right there. So,
It sends the current differently.
yeah. I don't know. I could probably just slide this bad lad right up in here. So I should run this directly off of the VBAT on the input. So VBAT on the input, and then come out, because you don't want to run it off the back, obviously, because the back is acting up. So I'm trying to bypass the back. So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And you know, I could actually run this at 8 volts, because this can run up to 9. I could run it to 9 if I wanted to. It can run up 2S, right, or 3S, 04 light. I can't remember.
Oh, I got you. Oh, for your 04?
Yeah,
That's on there?
yeah. I mean, that would be stupid
that's-
to try to step it up anyway. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no,
Don't
that's
pay
the
no
light,
attention.
so I wouldn't. I just run it
Yeah.
off the 5.
Right. Don't pay no attention to me. I get stupid. I start thinking. That's what happens. I start thinking.
Start thinking, start snapping. That's stickers. Wait. I gotta start checking what I'm
Daniel says, amazing. I was scared to put some on the props. Yeah, I think that's probably the most common.
That happened to me the first time too.
It happened to me the very first time, and it happened after, because I can't even remember. It was after the fact. It did it. I thought I did something to the quad. It was like my very first time ever. And I freaked out for a second. I was like, what is going on? I didn't even research it, though. I just put props back on it. I think I flew it again, and it was fine. Sometimes that's like what I'll do. I'll just be like, it'll be all right. Alrighty.
Oh my man, starting to print.
You're good, brother. I thought about I wanted to do another print for my for this guy, because it has like a crazy camera angle, but I was going to do it, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, actually, that's exactly the same camera angle I have. I like looked at it; it's like literally dead on. So I'm not even I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm like, fuck it.
You do with my. Here's my big battery bag.
Alright, what'd I do with my screws? What'd I do? Fucking just threw them everywhere? Is that what I did? Probably.
I do that all the time.
Yep, I do it too. That's why I end up with extra screws everywhere, because sometimes I'll like think they're not the ones, and I'll grab other ones, or fresh ones. I do that all the fucking time. So I hear DJI is coming out with a 360.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's called the Osmo 360.
Huh. I know Insta360 Go just came out with a new 360.
Yeah. Yeah, they were kind of the first, weren't they? They were the first, I think.
That's why they're
Yeah,
Insta360.
it's the 360. I guess so. All right. She's good. She's good. She's good. I gotta say, the only thing I got bad to say about the SMC batteries, they got a short lead on them. It's a little
Put a
irritating.
longer lead.
Yeah, they
Quad,
need to
huh?
put. I mean, look at the difference in a Thunder Power. Look at the size difference, dude. Like, it's a whole fucking. Well, what I'm getting at, when I go to fly it on this rig, I gotta reorganize this motherfucker. I gotta flip it up this way and then run my lead down the side to plug it in, because it will not reach from here to there or from here to there. Barely.
Yeah, no, that's a good inch.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking pretty stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a little bummed out when I kind of realized that. I like them. I think they're probably my favorite battery now. I still love my Thunder Power band, but for around the same price, I can get the same size, get 1400 milliamps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're literally the same
Now-
size battery. It's crazy.
How do they weigh? Now that's the question.
I think they're real close. I never did weigh them. I just was. They're very similar, like in performance. Also, like I haven't noticed any. Like I'll know, like when I used to put them China Hobby Line batteries on my quad, I'd know it right now. And I hated flying them fucking fat motherfuckers, dude. I hated them. Hated them fucking batteries. Why would I need a fucking 6S at fucking watt, dude? That's fucking insane. It was, yeah. But anyway, so let's do the Thunder Power. This has got some armor on it, though. Some Velcro, so it's going to be a little heavier. They're 187, which are actually like 174, I think, what they advertise. But I got a bunch of Kevlar or whatever, Gorilla Tape wrapped around it shit. This has just some
protected.
Velcro on it.
That's already got its own armor on there.
We're at 213. So they're actually like 30 grams heavier.
Wow.
Well, if you go with what the added weight.
Yeah.
No, they're actually more like 20, 25 grams heavier. 20 or 20. Yeah, it's like 26 grams or something like that. I don't know. I suck at math right now. I do math all day, every day at work. I'm not going to try to do any when I'm not working.
I have to learn to trust my first initial
Yeah.
weight or calculations that I do.
Right.
Because like I read a funny joke. It says I saw a snake. It was 3.14 meters long. I think it was a python. Well, 3.14 meters is 10 feet, and my brain just told me that. And then I tried to do the math on it. I'm like, well, maybe that's 11 feet. I'm like, and then I got to really thinking about it. I'm like, no, I should just trust my math there because there's 39 inches to a meter, so that'd be 9.9 feet, or 9 feet 9 inches, and then you add that 0.14 of a meter, then you get roughly 10 foot.
Right. Let's make sure she put the props back on her. Yeah, like I said though, these fucking, if you guys are wanting to try these out, these fucking pickle props, I'd say go for it. They're actually, I was surprised how responsive they were, to be honest with you. I was actually really surprised. And like how much they had in all in all, like, oops, that's the wrong way. Like even top end, dude, like usually when you get like a lower pitch prop, they're kind of like torquey, lower end, whatever. And then they'll fall off at top end, you know what I mean? Because,
Yeah.
you know, they obviously they'll flatten out also, whatever. But these seem like they held it, like, I don't know. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm gonna fly a little more this week. I'm off tomorrow. I gotta go get my license. Go get my new license tomorrow, and I gotta stop at a dealership, look at a car. Then after that, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go fly somewhere.
So I've got this 6S battery here. It weighs 248.8 grams.
What kind of battery is that?
It's a Hobby Star.
How many milliamps? Oh, 1800. That makes sense.
Yeah. And a big boy.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah.
But then I've got a CNHL, and it is just as wide, but shorter for, what is this one, 1100, I think? Yeah, 1100. And it weighs 199.4.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the CNHL green one though. I have it taped up because I crashed it once and the stuff on the shrink wrap on the outside started cracking.
See, I was
So
trying to
take
see on these. Sometimes I'll plug it in and then strap it up, but I don't like doing that. That's why I like my Thunder Power so much, because I can just tuck in my cable, my balance just tucks in right back here, and then I can strap the battery down and then bring it right up and go boop whenever I feel like it, and everything's tied in. But with these, kind of makes things just difficult. Like, I don't know. Like now, this is what I usually do, is I'll leave this undone, which I don't like to do when I'm sitting there fucking off. Then I'll plug it in and then wrap it up tight. Let me turn this on here.
Welcome to Mambo. Throttle warning.
All right. See, I hate that. See, it's really close too. Like if yeah, I don't like how. See, I don't like how that jingles or jiggles down there.
I don't like the jigglies, huh?
Or you know what I mean, like at because you know, I mean these I've chopped up, and that kind of ruins the battery once you chop a fucking balance up. Unless you can
Oh yeah,
salvage
yeah.
it.
I mean,
Unless you can salvage it a
if you
little.
see any spark-
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But that always drives me nuts. Because when I'm in the field, I don't know. Like, yeah, it just bothers me.
There you go. I'm trying to move that bed. I think I feel that bed.
Seabags, he says, my tattoo V5 1400s are 221 grams. That's about, yeah, it's about 8 grams less than, or more than the SMC. See, I've always heard really good things about tattoo. I've never fucked with them.
That's what I run tattoo R line 850s for my grinderino, and I just dropped one to 2.7 today, and managed to when I let it come back up, it came back up to 3.5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, Bad for Life said I had to basically redo my XT60 to ESC on my builds using SMC. That sucked, dude. That's like horrible. That sucks. Because I actually thought about having to do that, and I was like, so I just figured out a different way to rig the battery. So yeah, basically I just gotta flip it around and pull it around to the side. It works out. I mean, fuck it.
Well, I think I got winked in the power. I need to get a handle on this thing.
What is it? We don't find something.
Well, if I can.
Flying a quad. Look at a cat in the background.
Oh yeah.
Do a roll. He sent it right at the cat. The cat almost got it.
No. It got the desk.
Here, let's see if we can, here, let me toss this guy up there. Let me see here. I'll fly one. Yeah, I'll fly one. Fuck it. I'll fly one.
You're definitely way better at line of sight than I am, though. That's.
Well, I'm still horrible at it.
What you're seeing is about the extent of my ability to fly line of sight.
All right. Here we go. This is my Quicksilver. My Quicksilver
Welcome to HTX.
04 rig. What?
Hey, I actually did a flip.
Oh, nice.
I almost caught it too.
Wait, what is this thing doing? Oh, so switches had to be. It has. I forget how to use this radio already. I really did.
Which one?
The pocket.
Oh, your pocket.
Yeah. It won't even arm.
Oop. I think I just about killed that battery though.
This is the one that
I
browns
was
out. Oh wait, is that right?
playing right
What am I doing? What? What the fuck? Oh, there it goes. I
Hit C on there.
forgot I switched it to a soft key. Or, you know what I mean? I had it on a switch. Because I got idle up.
Oh yeah.
I got idle up on this too. So,
Oh my gosh.
here it goes.
That's got to be a bit of a trip to run.
I don't like the soft key. Or the soft, I don't like the button. I gotta switch it back. Yeah, I moved it because I wanted to put idle up on it. And there's only that one switch. That's why I forgot I did that.
I wonder if there's a 3D print to replace that soft button with a switch.
That'd be good. Yeah, because I hate buttons.
Because like, I'm contemplating putting this one in my boxer because it's a 2-position, and I did the 3D print for the to replace the button. I'm really tempted, but I'm not sure yet. Like, because I opened it up when I put a couple things in there. And, it's that button is hard soldered to the board. I'm like, do I want to take and do that or not? I don't know.
Right. I can't remember if. See, it really sucks that this thing was browning out the way it was with my with the 04. For anyone wondering, that's why I was thinking about putting a step up in that thing. Wanting to.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's dropping too low and browning out, yeah,
Right.
you might have to. But the question is too, adding the wire and the step up, how much weight are you adding?
Right. I know. It's what.
Because with the small ones, every little bit of weight makes
I
a
know.
bigger and bigger difference.
Yes, sir. Let me. I don't know if I can get this in there in the camera or not. Oh fuck! I still had you all big on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah, it was when you were flying your drone. I was fucking around.
Yeah.
So. You know what sucks is I'd have to hold my finger over that to show you guys anything. Oh, it's gonna be impossible. Yeah, it's like impossible. Anyway, let me. I just want to see if it'll brown out if I try to. I won't be able to hear you for a second.
Oh,
No,
good.
actually, yeah, I can. I can just go like that now. Alright, let me go up here, go down to DJI 04 Air Unit. Alright. Now let's plug it in. Oh, there it is. It's connected. I have video. Alright, I'm seeing everything. Get the controller. Alright, here we go. Yep, cut out. As soon as I throw it up, it cut out.
Oh man.
Fuck. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to.
Yep. You're gonna have to put a step up on there.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Shit, sorry, my bad. What'd you say?
Oh, it's they're gonna have to put a step up on there. That's rough though too, because and it probably weighs only a gram, but when your whole rig only weighs
I know. Yeah.
20 grams, you know, that gram make that's a lot of adding.
Right.
It's a 50% increase.
You know what I hate though, man, more than anything? Taking this thing apart. Because every time I take them screws out and put them back in, I feel like it's going to be the last time I'm going to be able to do that. Because the plastic, you know what I mean? Like the plastic feels like it's.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying? Yeah, it just wears out. Like when
yeah.
that one frame I had, it just bored out them screw holes and was ruined. It was done with. You know, it's from
So
going in and out so
that's
many times.
that's the one thing about nice thing about tiny whoop frames though is they're not expensive. So you buy like
I
4 or 5
know.
of them
I know.
and anticipate breaking them.
Yeah.
Like I've still got a bunch of my old school Meteor 75 frames.
Right.
I'm still working through those because when I first got one and I decided I liked it,
Yeah.
I went out and bought 10 frames.
There's Fly
And
Zone. I didn't see Fly Zone pop in here.
it did. Oh yeah, there you go.
I didn't even. Sorry, Fly Zone, if you're still in here. I didn't see you right away, bud. Technique popped back in.
Yeah. He says, "My fratello." I don't.
Mio
I don't know what
Fratello.
he's saying here. Mio fratello?
Mio Fratello. Oh,
Is that Italian? I don't know.
I think it's Italian. Yeah. Think so. Yes, sir. I'm here. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna dig into this tonight because I don't know. I don't think we have enough time.
Yeah, you only got 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fuck around for a little
Ah,
longer.
okay. That makes sense.
Yes, it means my brother. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right on, right on. So, I know one thing I wanted to.
Although a fun one to say to people is, I'd rather be more off than more on,
Yeah. Rather be.
and see how many people try to say that they'd rather be more on.
Yeah.
I had a boss one
Yeah.
time told me to stop talking to him because he told me I was a little bit off, and I said, "Oh, I'd rather be more off than more on." And he almost said it, and he's like, "Ah, you almost got me there."
Did you guys, hold on a second. Let me see here.
Yeah. What was that?
You know who I like watching freestyle every time I get like a notification? I will jump and watch it right now. It's fucking Jeb FPV.
I think I know who that is, and I think I'm.
He used to be. He used to be B or B. What the fuck was it? DBB or shit. He used to be. He just changed his name like not even a year ago. For years, dude, he was DB38 or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
DB38 or something like that. I think it's what it was. But anyway.
Yeah. Create or something like that. Yeah.
Fucking he's good. He's real good. And that's kind of like the kind of flying style if I was to fly bandos, that would that's like I align myself like where or you know what I mean, like if I was to go fly bandos every day, that's what I would be trying to do is like the shit he does, like you know what I mean, that's how I find like my favorite pilots or whatever is by watching their style and shit. But yeah, he tears it up. He's pretty good.
wait,
So is Dan Z. Dan Z, and I've been watching Dan Z a long time. Since I got in the hobby, I found, like, you know, I think
that's on that too.
I don't know how long he's been in the hobby. I don't know if he got in it. It was maybe a couple years before I did or something. But I remember I watched him, like, I just remember watching one day, and then I saw him, like, not like a year later, and he was fucking killing it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, Dan Z's pretty good. I actually talked
Oh yeah,
to him.
no, Dan Z is
Yeah, I've talked to him a
really
few times. He's a cool dude too. But another one that's not he don't get a whole lot of recognition, or not recognition, but like, just, you know, he's kind of like under the radar. And he's been around for a while. I remember when I first got in the hobby, he would comment on some of my videos and shit, and I would comment on his videos. But it's what's his name? F-Core, FPV.
I don't think
F-Core.
I don't think
When he commented on a couple of my pet tech videos way back in the day, shit like that. He's a big pet tech guy. I think that's all he flies till this day. And I dig
Yeah.
that about people. Like, I like that's why I fly Tracer, and I used to be a pet tech guy, but that's a whole other story. But I fly Kiss Ultra. I would fly Kiss Legacy if that was my choice. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I started out at Kiss Legacy, then went to Pet Tech Alpha, and now to Kiss Ultra. But fucking I like loyalty. I love that shit. Like, that's why I fly Tracer, and I'll
Oh,
fly
that's pretty
anything
That's
TBS.
pretty
Cause like I talked to Trappy. Trappy's like a solid dude. That motherfucker, I can have a problem. I hit him up. He hits me right back every time, dude. He's never like ever like not. I mean, he's always had my back. Like, so like shit like that goes a long way with me. Like loyalty and shit. Like, I'm loyal as fuck. But
Yeah.
like, I'm loyal as fuck. Like, if you're good to me, I'll be good to you. You know, equally for the rest.
Yeah, don't ever
Yeah.
just don't ever try to screw me over, because otherwise it turns
Right.
out really badly.
I
That's
don't even. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
how
even
that is.
make that rap to them. I just cut them off when they get stupid. That's all I do.
Exactly. And it's funny though, because I've noticed when I do that to people, their life starts falling apart for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's like, all I did is stop talking to you because you were an ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
But two things, because we still got about 20 minutes ish.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
I was gonna go ahead. I was gonna.
I'll be sharing. I'll be posting Off Axis's stream that'll be coming up after this
Oh
one.
yeah.
And when I was Sunday night, I was watching Shelby Voll's channel, Drone Hanger, and let's see, what did that say again? And OG Shorty let me know that he's gonna be putting me on his community spotlight on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Dig it. So, were you on? Did you say you were on the hanger or the hangout or whatever?
No, I was just watching it. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
watching it.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't he just? You can just roll up in there, can't you? Or you gotta
Sometimes,
be like
yeah,
on
yeah,
the Discord or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
I've watched
Like,
the show a couple
I'm on
times.
his Discord,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think I'm a member
yeah,
of his Discord. Pretty sure I am. It's a good question actually, but I've caught his show a few times. Actually, a lot more times than I'm thinking, but I'm always so it's always like any like
it's a funny little show.
like later hour. Oh yeah, I know. I get a kick out of it. I saw a couple when they had Phantom on there and shit like that. And, but yeah, no, they're cool. Yeah, they're funny. But
Yeah, he's
but
that
it's
boss. He's
that
that
late night thing, and
super
it's usually like later at night, and I'm like a 3-year-old, so it's like fucking Soon as
That's funny because for me it's fairly early because
well,
it's at
that's because
5 for me.
you're on the West Coast, so that's a little different.
So 8 o'clock for his time, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Although that is true because I mean,
I think it's
with that
more.
said, I go
Yeah,
to bed around 7 because I get up at 2:30 in the morning. So
I think it's more like 9 o'clock my time, actually. I think. Where is he
no,
located
it's
at?
a 3 hour difference. Over East Coast. He's in Eastern time zone.
Really? So
Yeah,
it seems like it was always really late when I'd see her show, or maybe I just came in like later on it or something. I don't know.
that's possible too. I've done that before. I'll be watching something on Prime or Hulu and be like, "Oh no, I'm missing Joe
Yeah,
Hanger."
yeah. That's one thing I haven't done in a long time. It's like watch. I don't watch shows. I don't watch movies. I don't do any of that shit. I'm always watching something
Uh,
educational. I'm always like fucking like I don't know like Mars shit or
a
like fucking
shockingly educational
how the universe
cartoon.
works.
It is Doctor Stone. Granted, there's some of the things you learn in it you don't try at home ever.
I've heard that name. It's a show
I, I,
or something.
I, yeah, it's a anime.
Oh, okay.
It's an anime.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I've heard of that.
and yeah, one of the first things in there that they show you is how to make black powder. And yeah, you don't try that at home, kids. Just don't.
Yeah, yeah. Wanna yeah. I've had my share of messing with that stuff. Trust me. I used to pack my own bullets, man. I had my old press, my uncle's.
I have not done that, but see that, and that's smokeless. That's
Well,
a
yeah,
different
yeah,
chemical
yeah,
compound there.
yeah,
But growing up, I actually learned how to shoot black powder, like
yeah.
muzzle
Yeah, I did.
loaders.
Yeah, me too. I did it.
Where
I was in a
you
Civil
pour
War
powder.
reenactment, 135th anniversary, in 1997.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
That's
I fell into it. His drummer, I was in this band, and the drummer, his dad, we were partying all weekend. He was like, and I was like kind of stuck with him. We were away over in Ohio. We were like jamming all weekend. And he was like, "Hey, you want to go to a Civil War reenactment with me?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, in Gettysburg." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Sure." It was my birthday that week because I'm born. Yeah, my birthday's 4th of July, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Sure." So I ended up going and fucking we dressed the whole gear and we walked around. People would take pictures of us and shit. I was like, "What am I doing here
Oh
right
yeah.
now?" We were like, wasted the whole time. It was fucking hilarious, dude. Like it was a blast, dude. And then we had to learn how to we were shooting paper loads all the time and shit. We had to make them all
Yep.
the night
It
before.
was.
It was
Yep.
cool as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
You know how many like I
Muzzle
think
loader
about that
tempered
from time to
dust.
time. You know how many fucking family books I'm probably in? Cause you know how many like families that come up. Can we get a picture? We'd be walking around with
We
our
take
fucking
a picture.
rifles and shit, dude, and they would sit there and like
Yeah.
pose by us, and we'd look like real like soldiers. You know what I mean? Like Union. We were Union.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you have the right clothing, you look like if you're dressed period correct. Like I'd go to
Yeah.
rendezvous,
Right.
and I could basically run around and there was one guy that liked to walk around in a loincloth. He's like,
Yeah.
"Come on, man,
It's,
you know when he was probably in his 30s and 40s at the oldest of what probably didn't look too bad, but the guy was in his 50s and 60s, so
yeah.
starts to look a little funny, but
Yeah. No, that was definitely a cool experience, man. I never, in a million years, thought I'd ever do something like that. Never did something like that again. And I could always say I did that. And fucking, that was just kind of, it was neat. It was. Then we did the battle
it
of
was one of those things
Gettysburg
that you
at
just
the
don't
end.
run into.
They were like, when you go out, you run out on the field. He's like, when you're ready, when you're exhausted or you're ready to go down, just fall down like you got shot. And we're like, all right. And the news,
Yeah.
all the news stations were off, and we could see the bleachers way off in the distance. And we did the whole battle of Gettysburg and shit. We're running out with our rifles. And we come to this fucking like trench. We come to the trench, and that's what happens in the story is we take that trench. And we run up in a trench,
Yep.
and my gun discharges with a paper load. And they were all yelling at me. They were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, oh, I didn't fucking mean it. Like, I like shot him in the face. Like, not literally, but like,
Oh shit!
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck. There, like, 2 people died that day on the field.
They
Like,
can-
one guy got shot with a ramrod right through the neck.
Ooh, 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 yeah. No, that can, yeah. You
Another
could
guy,
take that ramrod out.
another guy went off his horse and broke his neck and shit. It was fucked up. It
Oh,
was fucking.
oh,
So we
yeah,
like.
yeah.
So I went like. My buddy Jay. He was like, I'm gonna go out like this. Wah! Like all dramatic. So he goes down, and I'm like running. And after we take that fucking thing, I come up out of the other side. I come out, and I just was like, I'm over this because I didn't see. He already went down. I'm like, look, I'm not. I
Yeah.
didn't want to keep running anymore. So I was like, again. I went down, and the grass was like this fucking tall, dude. So I'm like crawling with Jay. And Jay, and I'm like keep running into like random people, and they're like laying there smoking cigarettes and shit. Like it was cool as fuck, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we didn't ever do any reenactments, but we do competition shooting with it, and that's one of the awards you would get if someone sent the ramrod down range. You'd get
Yeah,
the ramrod award,
yeah, yeah. Fucking killed the guy, man.
or
So
if
he went in the fucking neck with a ramrod. That's fucked up.
you,
Yeah.
yeah, that is
I
not a
never
way to
thought
go.
you wouldn't think a ramrod. I mean, I guess yeah, but
Well, that's a chunk of
like
wood flying at you at a couple
yeah,
hundred mile an hour.
I guess. But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
think
Because
about a
like it
piece of
didn't.
straw in a tornado
Yeah,
or a
I mean,
hurricane.
I used to think about that from time to time. I'm like, man, that poor guy who got a ramrod to his neck, and like,
Yep.
I would think about that, like, and try to think of the physics behind it. I'm like, is that like for real? Like, or did somebody just whack this guy with a ramrod and they're just saying it to come out?
You know, that is one of those things that, I mean, even if someone didn't whack them with it, if it was someone they genuinely didn't like and
Right?
they had the opportunity, it
I
could have
know.
been an accident.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy could have been
And,
banging his wife or something. He's like, hey man, we get rid of him. You
but
know. Anyway, all right, fuck. I
yeah,
guess we'll let you
the
guys.
goofy things.
Yeah, I know. We just went way off course here.
Yeah, we kind of it slid off into the trenches there.
That's all right. Couldn't be any worse than fucking the Failsafe podcast. You ever watch one of them? They don't do it no more. I don't know why.
No.
I'd still watch it, but it would be Mr. Steele, fucking what's his name? My man. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my God, he had my favorite motors. What is wrong with my brain right now? Are
You
you
have to thinking about different subjects.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? The fucking the moon boot motors. Oh my God, why is my brain completely fucking?
Oh,
What is? Oh my God. Is this a joke? I gotta like literally look at my shit. The fucking.
Yeah, because I can't remember, and we've talked about it before.
Conasty. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Anyway, it was Mr. Steele, Conasty, and fucking what's his name? There I am with names again, but anyway, it's 3 of them, and they would have the Failsafe podcast, and they would literally not talk about FPV the entire podcast. Not one mention of fucking FPV. They would just sit there
I
and
mean, well,
bullshit about current events, memes, and like just the most randomest shit ever. And then every once in a while, like the only time they really got into like a FPV subject was when Caddx and Walk Snail first come out, and they were making a joke about the woke snail and shit and all that dumb shit. That was probably as much FPV I've ever heard them talk about in a fucking podcast, an FPV podcast. That's what's funny part is.
Walk fat, snail shark, walk fat.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that's funny. But anyway. Yeah. Good times.
Oh, I gotta drop that in the chat
Yeah,
because
drop it.
that is off access. Will be coming up at 6 o'clock
Yep.
with part 2. of the World Long Range Challenge, which I did not get a video in for the first one, but I know my 7-inch is functional now, and so we'll see if I can get one in for the next one.
Right on. Right on, right on, right on. Why is huh? That's weird. That is weird. Well.
And here's a big step down.
What's up?
This goes from 24 to 12.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not a big step down.
Oh yeah. Dig that.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I gotta figure it around.
We're gonna let you go.
Yeah, we went way up.
And then yeah, I will be back. Well, I do this like once a month now, but yeah, you never know about me. I might pop in sometime, and I don't know. You never know.
Random
Never know.
tree.
But by the end of the summer, I'm gonna be in a different position, so I'll have some more time, and hopefully I can get back to a weekly Tuesday stream and get into a little more doing stuff. Yeah, the Moon Boot motors, C-Bagsy. I had the original Moon Boot motors, which I loved them. They were 2407s. I loved them to death, but man, they only had that small ass shaft, dude. As soon as you just like touch anything, it would just break a bell. Like, but in fact, that's on my this was my very first Moon Boot set. That was the first bell I've ever broken, and I hooked it onto my thing, and it's always been on my strap. Moved it from strap to strap, but yeah. Anyway,
I've only bent a shaft on a 1504.
What is it?
Oh, I said I've only ever bent a motor shaft on a 1504.
Well, these ones would break.
I've actually never.
These ones would just snap right off.
Anything else.
Yeah, you would hit something, and
That's
then you'd go to pick up your quad, and it would just be a stator. The prop and the whole bell would be gone. You know, I mean, you had to look for it and shit. It was
Yeah, that's that thin one like that. Yeah.
Yeah, very thin shaft on it. But all right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I will see you on the flip side. Take it easy and be safe and fly. Fly hard. Take chances. That's what it's all about, right?
Get out and fly.
Joe. Take it easy, buddy.
Yo!
I'm an aviator, fly aviator. I've been seen the future way back then on beta.
Winning is always better than losing, and winning big is better still.
Rape scandal, Tawana Brawley, New York City. Before Giuliani turned Times Square to Walt Disney. Low cost anesthetic epidemic, CD bought war graffitied up. Coke, Scotty beam me up. Murder rate stats are staggering, lives unraveling. Central Intelligence Agency is drug trafficking. Cops with bad tempers, politicians pushing their agendas. In the streets it's murderers and rapists and sex offenders with a growing neurosis. Blood-sucking bats, vultures are ferocious. Roller coasters of rats and rodents and roaches. Homeless vet with skin rashes from tuberculosis, narcosis, pimps and hookers and heroin overdoses. Every snitch and bird chirps, that's how the world works. These hookers looking for who to burn first. Porn theaters and perverts. On your pro-keds, there's bloody red spots. And a dead cop got his head shot on a Fed watch. Call Mayor Ed Koch.
I'm an aviator, straight from the days of the pissy elevator. Teeny boppers, graffiti rockers, cops and jealous haters. Dangerous back blocks, crack rocks and mad cops who clap shots, aiming to kill and steal a stash box from psycho niggas fighting with whites and acidics. Remember Willie Turks, Yusef Hawkins and Michael Griffith, and why prolific kicked it with the low lights and D-Seps who squeeze text, G-Teching niggas for weak checks. Sinister dark minds, victims of hard times. Pan Am Flight 103, Central Park 5. Thank Reagan for making dealers kingpins. Who would think then? We seeing M's, all the shipments that slipped in. Aviator, architect, camouflage vet. My burner on the train next to burn our guests. From the time the space shuttle and Chernobyl exploded, I voted for Dinkins knowing he would never control it.
Global cocaine trade, buy and sell, clientele, drug cartels, crime, grime, spell, die in hell. Colombian gun dealers, citizens and cops say this. Bronx raid, 6 cops shot by Larry Davis. An 88er, 8 to 88, damn scams can't fail. Land in jail with a plan dumb like Dan Quayle. Coke deal in the back streets, everybody sniffed out from Hollywood stars to celebrity athletes. Hold the crowbar, stole the car, crackhead moonwalking with a Mike Jack jacket, holding a broke VCR. Mommy never get a raise, kids hustle for better days. Crime forever pays, guardian angels with red berets. Ain't no Spielberg extraterrestrial phoning home, just a homeless guy taking a piss on a payphone. They thought AIDS was only for gays, mass confusion till Ryan Wright the boycotted from a blood transfusion.
I'm an aviator, fly aviator. I've been seen a future way back then on beta. I'm an aviator, fly aviator. I've been seen a future way back then on beta. I'm an aviator, left pocket digger, run with the paper. The turnstile hopper, the Knicks lost to the Lakers. Sergio Tacchini zipping through elite 80s. I just got paid, block killers that could have made the Navy. They whoop packing in Latin quarters, a crook snatching. A new action movie, Die Hard, I'm wearing Izars. Peace Guard, young gunner shooting police cars. Axe Vic, she sucking glass dick. Denise on 88er, marijuana plant straight from Jamaica. The war on drugs feds just indicted. Noriega, crackers whack, Vanessa Williams' ass was fat. Catch a gun charge, Rikers Island, 1 year flat. New York City, my boss, Gotti phones on tap. Go to Delancey for that red and black. 8-ball jack, concrete metropolitan, it's task force tools. Hear the sounds of the Uzi spray. Al Sharpton on the news today. The 88 Olympic U.S. Rude Awake. 5 barrels of terror, unforgettable era. Killer beat, echoing through cell blocks. Killer beat, echoing through cell blocks of federal pens.